We just want to know, like, tell us from the beginning what's going on. We're gonna get to Gene Deal after we deal with the media aspect of it, because we all, we here doing media and we all want to get along. But tell us, what's your grievance and how did it start?
Well, first of all, I'm doing the media stuff as a supplement to be able to do what I really want to do, and that is to fund my projects in Hollywood and be self-independent. That's why I came to YouTube, and also a lot of people like to find me entertaining, engaging, and so forth. So no matter what I do, I always find the seriousness of it. And when it comes to true crime, I'm always advocating for victims, and I feel like everybody needs to be held accountable that took part.
All right. So before the Diddy trial, you already had your YouTube.
Yeah.
And you already had your lane that you was in.
Yeah.
That you was doing. So the Diddy trial comes up, and now you here, and now we're hearing some things you've been saying. We also hearing Armand Wiggins, what he been saying.
About who?
Fox Monroe, what's his name? Another big YouTuber, Monroe.
Armand Wiggins was talking about me?
No, no. You said that he was talking about you.
Okay, yeah. So
right. So tell us from the beginning, cause we want to clear the air. Tell us what's going on.
So what's going on? Starting with an individual, or just like what do you want me to
start? Give us the whole rundown, brother.
Okay, the whole rundown.
This is exclusive right now.
All right, the whole rundown is I got on YouTube to make money and to entertain people. I always wanted to tap into my own fan base and create my own and do for my own self. So my particular style of comedy is like a lot of people. Like I play the dozens, I roast, I gag, and I'm really good at it. And people can't take it, so they get offended, and they get offended, and that's just what it is. And I don't care. That's just the nature of the game. And so some people are offended by some things that I may have said to roast and gag. Now, when it comes to this atmosphere and how the YouTubers come up, it does start with the fact that me and Armand Wiggins, we was actually talking and cool. He wanted to get into Hollywood. I was giving him information, and then he created a false narrative about me, saying that I was going to a Tory Lanez case of Zeus Network events to stalk him and to fight him, and that's not true. The first time I met Armand Wiggins was at a Zeus event in 2023, right. And in that event he threw me shade, and I was like, why would he throw me shade? I thought it was good. And then myself and Jonathan Wright from Bad Boys witnessed him and Bobby Lights in the bathroom doing coke, and because he threw me shade, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna roast him on this. And so I think he had a problem since then. The next day, literally the very next day, I dropped Jonathan Wright off at the Intercontinental Hotel in downtown LA. I believe it was the Intercontinental. And it was my understanding that he was going to meet Blame It on K-Way to do some skits. And he texted me and told me that Armand was there and told me that Armand said what he was going to do to me the next time he see me.
Correct.
And if I'm out here in Gene Deal face getting content and just don't care.
We gonna get to Gene Deal.
Yeah, we gonna get to, but I just want to
put so it to Armand, somebody said that Armand said some things towards your way.
So Jonathan Wright from Zeus Network's Bad Boys, he told me that Armand pretty much said that he was gonna beat me up or do something and shake me to me because I had revealed that him and Bobby Lights is online in the bathroom doing coke. And so when you do and say something like that to me, I know how to code switch. You see me out here mixing and mingling with the top broadcasters.
And that's why I'm a little bit confused, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been on everybody's platform. They've been on my platform. We've been what's called cross marketing. Right. Tisha tells I've been on. She showed me love, but then to an extent, because they know what I'm doing. I'm not out here playing around like you're not out here playing around.
Right.
So of course they looking at it like, okay, this is my brand.
Right.
This dude just blah blah blah. Just got some viewers, followers, because now Armand Wiggins, I won't even pull a camera on him. Right immediately, I stopped pulling the camera on him because he claimed I put up a video that was very misleading in the title. He's like, nah, I ain't doing no interviews with you.
But that's the thing.
I ain't doing no interviews with you. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? He threw me off.
Yeah, well, that's the
then
thing.
He goes,
Armand likes to control people.
Then he goes,
the
I'm going to tell you what happened, because I can only speak for me, right, with me and his experience.
Gotcha.
He was like, yeah, you put some video up and I don't like the title. You trying to do this, So I said, hold up. I can show you what I put up, right? So then I showed him. Like, he only looked because there was people around.
Right.
So he had to look. So he looked. He's like, oh, okay. But I see the play. He's like, I know it's bullshit. Because I know what I put up, nigga. You could read English. You see I didn't put nothing up crazy about you. So what I'm realizing is, thank you for showing me love, nigga. But I get it. And I respect it, though, because they the big dogs compared to me.
Well,
so they looking at.
I wasn't even talking about though. I'm talking
no,
about.
No, we gonna get back. No.
In the main
I know we gonna get back to you real quick. We gonna get back to you real quick. What I'm saying is, these are personalities. We don't know each other. We just here to cover the Diddy trial. Right now, you on my camera right now because you everywhere right now, and it's a lot going on with you and these guys. I'm just telling you my experience with Armand Wiggins.
Okay.
So he was accusing me of doing something I didn't do.
Yeah.
But I thank him anyway for letting me, for coming on my platform. And I keep it pushing. I see him, I see him, he see me, I just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Tisha Tells blessed my joint 3 times. The 4th time she wasn't with it. Okay, thank you, Tisha Tells. You gave me a drop, you blessed me.
Right.
I keep it pushing. Lauren LaRosa, always rep for my platform. Always come. Lauren LaRosa, straight up, stand up, 10 toes down, right? So every one of them got different personality, different situation. Your situation with them is totally different.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. Moving forward, because you explained Armand, we're going to get off him. Tell us about Tisha Tells. Break that down.
So, Tisha Tell, prior to this Diddy case, you know, as a content creator, and if me and you talking about Diddy or whatever, oftentimes it's happening right now in the Angie Stone section to where the content creators are, it gets to the point to where sometimes you implode because on each other because you're saying one thing and they're saying one thing and it's confusing the audience, and she has a big platform.
Yeah,
so
she has a huge platform.
One time before I called out some misinformation, and I didn't know if she knew about it or anything, but as soon as I get here, she basically let me know that she knew about it. And then I was just like, okay, cool.
Oh, so that's interesting. You see, right there set the tone right there.
Right.
You saying this big YouTuber who got thousands of videos. Remember that one moment, what you said.
Yeah, and it
so
wasn't
that means that should have told you, Tisha Tells, you got 1,000 videos before, during, and after that video, but that stuck out to you. That means it rubbed her the wrong way.
Yeah.
What you said, what you pointed out, she couldn't wait to see you.
Well, the thing about it is when she saw me, it was just like a brief discussion, and it was all love, and everything was cool. And so last week you was here. I don't like Gene Deal. I don't respect him. I think he's a liar.
Right, but let's wrap up Tisha Tells.
Hold on. It coincides.
Yeah.
I think he's a liar and whatnot. So TMZ built their whole entire empire off of stalking Britney Spears. Britney Spears didn't want them, or she didn't want to answer, she didn't want to engage. So there's a form of journalism that's more like guerrilla style.
Right.
If I don't like Gene Deal, if I don't think he's a celebrity and there's questions for him to answer, I have to guerrilla style to get him to engage, whether he likes it or not. He's not going to engage with any of that because he doesn't want to deal with the real, right?
Right.
And so last week, when I seen Gene Deal and was asking him if you was at these public parties, why you didn't do anything to stop it, yada yada. And so Tisha Tell just swooped in there and like kind of like blocked me.
I saw that.
She blocked me out of the content. I wasn't, and people was telling me, oh, she's hating, you should be mad. I was like, I don't want to do that because I'm the not, and they're already saying that I want to start stuff with them. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. It is whatever. And then the next day, we had a brief discussion about it. I said, Tisha, I felt like that was rude. I didn't tell nobody on the camera. I didn't even mention it in none of my videos.
Keep talking.
And Tisha Tell was like, yeah, I did that, and so what? What are you gonna do about it? I was like, I'm not gonna do anything. It is what it is. And then I made up this thing in my head to where I was just like, well, she's a content creator. She has her way of doing things. And I'm just gonna find a way to respect this and go along and not mention it. And then so yesterday, when I see Gene Deal again, and this is after I did an interview with a white gentleman named Randy Pittman, who told me that Gene Deal was with Puff Daddy in Bentley, and he was enticed himself and two minors, a 13 and a 14-year-old girl, were enticed to partake in a freak-off with Diddy at the Intercontinental Hotel in Atlanta 2002. And Gene Deal, he has a picture of Gene Deal in it. So when I seen Tisa Tell yesterday morning, I said, Tisa, I got something to show you. I want to show you. Mind you, they already know. They already know about everything. They're already talking in back channels about me and all this stuff, and then come out in the public and act like they're not. I sense that. I sense energy and body language. So she already knew. So I was going to show her. I was like, I was going to respect her and say, you got a relationship with Gene Deal. Let me show you these pictures, and maybe you can ask him and get the information from him, since Gene Deal is a money bag to you.
But did you know that that was where the ish went left? And I'm going to tell you why. Unbeknownst, maybe to you, but what I realize is Gene got videos from last year talking about Tisa Tells. Oh, I love Tisa Tells. They got their own relationship.
Right.
Besides this Diddy trial. So when you approach Gene Deal, and when you were saying what you were saying, because they got that personal relationship, she took it upon herself.
Listen, I need you to understand.
Wait, hold on. She took it upon herself now to block your camera. Mm-hmm. She was trying to, like, as if she's his bodyguard now.
Right.
Right? But here's the thing. You said nothing and did nothing wrong.
Nothing to her.
No. What I'm saying is, dude, I think the question you asked is credible.
Right.
I think we can't treat Gene Deal or nobody with baby gloves.
Thank you.
So when you said were you at the party? Were you at this? Those are good things to ask. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta ask those things. Sometimes you gotta ask the shocking things. That's fine. But I think that where it kind of went left was before you got here, you and her had a situation. The day before, when Gene Deal first came, you was there, she kind of cut in front of you.
Right. Did you not think she was rude for doing that?
I mean, yo, she's the big dog. That's all I can say. I know. What's donut? I get it. Donut, I get it.
That don't mean nothing.
No, you're right. No, that's where, right.
So, I'm the big dog at this bitch.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Right now.
And I don't need to tell you. Listen, if you feel like you're the big dog, bro, you the big dog.
Yo.
I cannot tell you. You're a big dog.
Yo.
You're a big dog. You a big dog. Are you a big dog?
I get it.
Are you a big dog?
Yo.
I'm a motherfucking big dog. And ain't now one of these big dogs gonna test my big dog, and I'm not gonna test theirs. That's how you keep it up.
Hold up. But I'm not saying you did anything wrong as far as asking those questions, because nobody asked Gene that yet. So that was a good moment for us, the public, because there are people that question Gene Deal, correct? There are people that say, nigga, you was there the whole time, and now you want to talk. You was there watching all this.
Period.
You complicit. There are people that say he's complicit. Now, that was good. We need that type of angle coming from a different way. You know what I'm saying? We need every opinion, because not everybody agree. That's why media is important. But what we got to do is try to rope it in a little bit, because she and Gene got a relationship.
Okay.
Here you come calling them out.
Let me correct this, bro. Tissa Tell's relation. First of all, Tissa Tell don't like dark-skinned black people.
Don't say that. She like me, bro. That's my ex-girlfriend, bro.
I seen it with Nick at night.
I ain't dark-skinned. That's what y'all trying to say?
Nick at night likes being real. She'll tell you what's good.
We gotta get
She'll tell you what's good the first
opinion.
day.
What's going on, Uda?
Tissa Tell's relationship with Gene Deal has nothing to do with actually liking him or not. When Tissa Tell go to her analytics, in her videos about Gene Deal, when she go and see what her audience wants in the anti-Diddy narrative and who's speaking against him, whether they lying or not, she's gonna push that. Tissa Tell and the Storm and Rose, they eat off of Gene Deal. They make money by speaking a positive narrative. So they're.
Is there something wrong with that?
One second. No. The problem is that they feel like that they can demonize me and impede on what I got going on, because for some reason they're not gonna make the $15,000-$20 pushing a Gene Deal narrative because I'm interrupting their bag.
Don't not.
That's how they feel.
Hold on.
They feel like I'm interrupting their bag.
Dog, hold on a second. Do not listen. Don't you think that you are then messing up the bag for them?
Bro.
Because you are, by what you saying about Gene Deal, you tarnishing the brand.
Bro, I don't give a fuck
You tarnishing
about
Gene's brand.
I'm tarnishing his brand? Bro, what? They tarnished Diddy brand and don't nobody care.
No, hold on. No, not in a personal way. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying to him, right? Because he got everybody gonna get you on their camera next. What I'm saying is this. Don't you feel that they looking at it like, damn, Gene can't look that way because we've been promoting Gene.
Right.
So here you come as an antagonist. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
but there's nothing wrong with what you're doing
hold on,
because
I need you to understand
you represent.
I need you to understand.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did not strategically or deliberately come out here and say, let me be an antagonist.
Yeah.
I said, let me be the not.
Okay.
That's all I want to do.
Right. But the
if you
not.
got a problem with the not being the not.
Right.
Come on now. All last week they was bullying me, manipulating me. I didn't go live and say one thing, bro.
But the not.
Last week, bro.
Being the not, and you come in left field, you the only media guy that asked Gene Deal what the hell you was doing at the party, and we want to know.
He asked a tough question.
Yes, he asked a tough question, but we want to know: is that alleged? Did you make that up, or do you got the receipt?
Bro,
do you got the receipt? That's what we want to know.
Right, hold on,
do you got the receipt?
And I'm gonna tell you why I was more amped up towards Gene Deal yesterday.
Okay.
The night before last, I did an impromptu interview with a white man named Randy Pittman, who told me that he worked at a talent agency and Diddy and Bentley and needed models for Sean John.
Randy Pittman in Atlanta?
Randy Pittman in Atlanta.
You familiar with Randy Pittman?
So
hold up. You familiar with Randy Pittman? All right, it's checking out so far.
And then yesterday, if you go back to the video, as soon as I said Gene Deal, Randy Pittman, he looked like he seen a ghost. And now he's online saying saying that that's not him in the picture, lie, and saying the Randy Pittman line. So he been knew about this man telling the same story. Yeah, I got the pictures in my phone. I already posted them.
All right.
Yeah.
Pictures of what? Be clear. Be clear. No, be clear. Pictures of what?
Okay, I got pictures of this guy. He's in a picture with Bentley. He's in a picture with Diddy. And then there's a picture of Gene Deal being security for Diddy with that same outfit, that same jewelry on. And this man said Gene Deal and Diddy and them, even though Gene Deal wasn't in the room, I don't know, and I probably have to do a second interview. Gene Deal was security for Puffy in May 2002.
At a party.
At an Intercontinental Hotel party in Capricorn.
Wow.
Just said the Intercontinental in LA.
Wow,
we want his favorite spot.
After before you leave, I want to see those photos for my audience.
I showed it yesterday just for you guys. You guys can look up the Not. That's DONAT. POView on Instagram.
Right.
And then you can look at the photos. And I did an exclusive interview with the guy.
All right. We have close to 300 people watching, man. It's spreading like a germ on my side, and they letting them know the dude is here. We got him, and what's going to happen now, though? What's going to happen now?
Well, Gene Deal tried to get active in the courthouse yesterday. Honestly, I think he tried to snatch my necklace because his shit fake and mine is real. Yeah. And then he popped my bracelet. And then what's crazy about it, he was sitting in his car.
Wait. Gene Deal actually put hands on you?
Gene Deal tried to put hands on me yesterday.
And he snatched your jewelry?
He tried to snatch my jewelry.
So the video we saw on
the crazy lady is an extension.
That's after or before?
So I was coming out of the elevator.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Oh my
right
God.
Now, Gene Deal got a video on his YouTube page.
Yeah, I seen it. He said when he see you.
Then he said he was looking for me by the elevator.
He said he on your body.
He said he wanted me by the elevator. So how am I the problem if I don't see this video and 12,000 people see the video and this man literally step out the elevators and try to violate me and then act like I was in his face and he doing self-defense? He premeditatedly did that. So if I wanted to, I can talk to these white folks and get him from up out of here.
So what's happening now is, what I believe is, look, you see, my perspective is this, right? I call them the big dogs, okay? I know Ahmad. I know Donut, but don't. Just hear me out.
You talking about big dog?
Tisa tells, big dog. Nick at Night,
big dog.
Armand Wiggins,
big dog.
Definitely big dog.
And the biggest one is Lauren LaRosa, because she's actually doing what they doing, but she get
So
a check.
who are you? Who
So-
are you
so,
to tell
hold on,
me
hold on, hold
there's
on.
a hierarchy of big dogs? Bitch, I'm a big dog. What the fuck? You a big dog? You think I'm supposed
Wait,
to feel less
no, no,
about
no,
you because
I'm
you
just-
got 300 people and I got 600?
No.
No, you a big dog and I respect you. These
Wait.
niggas gonna learn respect around this bitch.
Wait, so what I'm saying is this, right? This is what I'm saying. When they showed me the cold shoulder, I kept it moving because they already showed me love the first day. Tisa Tells, definitely. Lauren LaRosa, definitely. Nika at Night, that was one day, one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my Wiggins, that was a moment. But me, we gonna look at it different because the energy's
I
different.
gotta walk away from you.
The
right?
energy's different.
I got, like,
Yeah, the
it's talking
energy's
to a
different.
brick wall.
But
Bro,
no,
listen.
no.
This is what
You
I'ma
say
tell
your piece.
Can
We
I
wanna
tell
hear
you this? Can I
your
tell
side.
you this? Can I tell
Yeah.
you this? I'm gonna tell you this and leave you with this.
Yeah.
If I ever come to you and say I'm better than you, say nigga fuck.
But that's but right now that's different. Don't not that's different. Your man walked off.